Hey, what's up? It's Ben here. So today I'm going to show you guys how to set up and paper trade on the Webull desktop platform. And for those of you who are new here, paper trading is a great way to get your feet wet in the stock market because at the end of the day, you're not risking any of your own money to invest. And at the end of the day, you're not going to make any money at all because it's paper money. So if you guys are brand spanking new here, feel free to sign up with Webull. They're still giving out free stocks if you do sign up with Webull and fund an account. I'll put a link down in the description below so you can go ahead and sign up with them and collect your free stocks. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I set up, and then later on show you guys a couple of trades so you could get the ins and out of the entire Webull platform. Well, not entirely, but you know the gist of it. So once you sign up, log into the platform, you'll have this somewhat of a similar screen as this, but not quite. So you're gonna have you're gonna have the watch list on the left side, and then the stocks, and then the markets right over here. But what you want to do is click on paper trading, this paper trading icon right over here. So click on it, and I'll bring you up to this screen. So once you're in this screen, you're gonna have probably two charts that's already set up by Webull: the U.S. Stocks paper trading, and then just a day trader chart, right? Right here, you could just go ahead and just click on this one and start using it if you want. But sometimes people want to be a little bit sophisticated or have something that's more of a personal touch to their charts, or to their the layout, or to the platform that they're using. So I'm gonna just go back it out and start from scratch. And by the way, you could just back out, or just click on this little plus icon and click on this new layout. So what I'm gonna do is just click on that and then blank paper layout. So it'll just give you this blank screen. So you'll see this little add widget icon right over here, or you could just click on add widgets right over here, and this will pop up if you don't see this. So to start, right, you're gonna have to start adding tools or widgets into this little screen. So then how are you gonna be trading, how are you gonna look at the stocks that you want to buy. So obviously for me, okay, by the way, this is just for my preference and how I trade, and at the end of the day, you could customize this entire layout to whatever you want to customize it with. So for my case, I'm gonna just have a chart because every trade should have a chart to see how it's performing. So the chart is there. And for this quote section, that's probably what I need, and that's it. And the book order, and by the way, this book order is a level 2, just basically allowing you to see what the buyers are willing to buy a stock at, and what the sellers are willing to sell a stock at. So I have this handy, just right over here. I'll clean it up later on once I finish adding all the widgets. So I'm gonna go ahead and paper, click on that. My go-to is a classic trade. So this little icon I could go in and out to buy and sell stocks. So I need that. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. And then do I need any more? I need an order, just to see if my orders get filled or not filled. And I'll show you that as well later on. And then let's say position as well, just so you can see how many positions I have currently holding. So I merge it together. So right now when you click on that, it's pop out, and if you slide it down here, it actually just binds together with the orders. So that's that. And then let's see if there's a paper account details. So this right now currently I have $1 million set up, but obviously I'm going to show you how to reset that as well. So this is something that you probably want to look into when you're paper trading, so then if your account is going up or down. So I'm gonna just adjust this a little bit. And let me see, stocks, let's see. Is there anything else I want to add in stocks? Nope. And then I'm gonna go general. I'm gonna add a watch list. Probably want to add a watch list to watch your stocks. Oops. Set that over here, and then I'm gonna do a screener. So basically a screener, sometimes you want to find some good deals on a stock, or some stocks that are trading at a certain price. This stock screener will help to find new stocks. And if you probably want a stock screener and a watch list if you're just starting out paper trading. At the end of the day, this is just a brief overview of what I do to paper trade and how I started out way back then. So, and then the market, let's see if I want to add anything for the market, any tools. And at the end of the day, you can add or take out anything you want. This is just a brief setup, a brief overview for you guys. So that's pretty much it. This is basically my layout as of now. So before we start, I want to show you that you might want to group things together. So what I mean by that is currently right now I have this chart right over here set up to watch whatever stock that I'm watching. So currently is at SPY. So this is the ticker I'm watching, right? So right now this is after markets or after trading hours. So nothing is moving actually. So but I'm going to show you a trade in a bit. And then my trade right over here, this is my trade screen to buy and sell a stock, right? So right now it's at SPY. So what if I want to trade a different stock, right? Let's say I want to trade NIO. So NIO. So that's an EV company. So I click on NIO. So right now I'm looking at NIO's chart, right? But on here, this is not changing. I want to buy NIO. So you could accidentally make a mistake and, you know, end up buying SPY if you're careless, right? So what I want to do is group these two charts together so I could see when I change the stock, right? I'll see this change as well, so I could buy the actual stock that I want to buy. So group them as number one, and grouping is really beneficial for you guys if you're just starting, so you can know. So right now it's changed to NIO, so NIO. So let's say if I want to do Tesla, right? I want to buy Tesla, TSLA, right? Click here. Now this right over here, this little buy and sell chart is changed to Tesla. So which is really beneficial. So before anything, let's say your account was at, you know, $1 million or maybe like $10 million. You might want to reset it. So how I do it is just, you know, maybe reset it to something that's more realistic to your account balance that you might want to trade later on in the future. Let's say you have, you know, $1,000. You might set it to 1,000 or 10,000. I'm not sure if there's like a limit price on how much you could set it up or how much you could go. Maybe it's like 100 millions or something like that you can, you know, max out. So let's be realistic. You know, something that I have, you know, $10,000 I have in my account. I'll set $10,000. So I'll hit reset, and all of this will reset back to, you know, almost like factory setting if you want, $10,000. Everything gets wiped out. So I start brand new. So basically it's like me having $10,000 in my real account, but of course it's not my real account. This is just a fake account, and I'm trying to make money off of this fake account so I can, you know, learn from my strategies and use it in my real trading accounts. So $10,000 is what I have down currently. And by the way, I want to group this to as well to so right now it's a little bit off screen, so I'm going to group it to 1, so you'll notice that it'll reflect to what I'm about to trade later on. So $10,000 is what I have. So let's go ahead, and currently no position. Obviously this is just a brand new chart. So that's done for the setup. So now I'm going to show you how I buy and sell, right? So this is going to be really quick and simple since this is after trading hours, right? I'm going to have to use a limit order in this case. Usually most of the time during trading hours, it's from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. And by the way, I'm in California, so this is Pacific time. So right now is after hours anyways. So, and there is extended hours that Webull offer, and it's from 4 a.m. to, let's see, 9:30 a.m. and then also from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, by the way. So you have, you know, a longer trade than usual on compared to other platforms. So which is beneficial because sometimes you want to get in and out, or you might heard some news later on, you know, after hours, and you want to get in or out of a position real quick. And Webull does allow you to, you know, trade after hours, and it's surprisingly longer than your typical platform. So which is beneficial. So let's say I want to buy, you know, let's go ahead and buy Tesla stock. What the heck, right? So currently Tesla is trading at $699, right? So for an order, what normally during the trade, during the market, during regular trading hours, you could click market, and then it will just buy at the market price. So right now it's not you know, your regular trading hours, so I'm gonna have to do limit order. So I'm gonna just buy one. Notice that, you know, I have a limit price that's what I'm willing to buy at $701, right? But this is really beneficial if you have a level 2. You know, this will help you see what the buyers are willing to buy it at, and basically this is bids are what the buyers are willing to buy it at, and ask is what the seller is willing to sell it at. And if you've been following me for a while about stocks, right, you should know that, you know, B is for, if bid is for what the buyers are buying at, and ask is what the sellers are selling it at. So if I set it at a limit price of 701, and you know what the buyers are buying at is 701.2, it's not going to execute, obviously. So you know, you want to go higher than that. Usually you want to go, let's say 701.20, you know, 25, just for the sake of it. Or no, actually you can't. Let me backtrack. This is what the buyers are buying at, and this is what the sellers are selling at, right? So sellers are selling at 701.70, right? And you want to go higher than that, because then it'll execute almost immediately after hours. So what I want to do is set it at 701.70. Let's do 75, right? And then I'm gonna just go ahead and hit extended hours, because you have to hit extended hours after hours trading, because if you don't, it's not going to go through. And timing for stay or good to cancel. Good to cancel is basically when you set an order and it doesn't execute, it's going to be in the queue, and until you cancel, it's going to get canceled later on. But it's not going to get canceled by itself unless you cancel it. So I'm going to just hit day, and it really doesn't matter since I'm just doing a trade for you guys. So I'm going to hit simulated buy Tesla. So gonna buy 1 share of Tesla. So right now it's in the working order, and this might take a little bit longer than usual because it's a paper trading account. So if I just flip this over here, flip this back, so the working is gone. If I click on filled, and it actually got filled at, you know, the price that I wanted to get filled at, or sometimes it's even at a better price. So in this case, the average price that I got filled at was $701.10. And remember, going back earlier, I set it at $701.75. Limit, day, you know, extended hour, and you have to click on extended hour if you want an order to be executed. So that is that. So right now, if I click on positions, right, I notice that, you know, I have 1 share of Tesla in my account. So that's it for a buy. And let me show you, if I were to go back and set a limit order, one quantity of 1, and I hit, you know, like something that's way ridiculous, you know, like not too ridiculous, but the 700 price, right, to buy Tesla, right? Currently it may or may not execute, but let's just say I want to do something ridiculous, 650, right? It's obviously not going to execute because right now it's trading at 699, right? If I just hit buy, right, it'll be in the queue. This one right over here, limit price 650, it'll just be in the queue. It's not going to get filled. And by the way, it takes a while to get filled if, you know, it's at between this bid and ask price anyways. So because this is, at the end of the day, is a paper trading account. So I'm going to go ahead and you could go ahead and cancel order or modify. So if, like I said again earlier, if I want to modify, or if I want this order to be executed faster, I might, you know, put it at 702, something like that, above what the sellers are selling it at. So if I do this and modify order, this will definitely get filled. If I just refresh this a little bit, let me see, why is it not going? I know, we're just waiting over here. Okay, now it got filled. So working right now, there's nothing right over here, and it got filled right over here. So I have 1 got filled at 701.43, and my limit price was 702. That's what I was willing to buy it at, and I got a deal, I guess, if you want to say. So now I have 2 shares of Tesla in my, you know, in my account, and as you can see, positions right over here, 2. And you can see my account value is slightly growing a little bit, and at the end of the day, you can see your buying power, and this buying power is what you currently have to, you know, buy stocks. And this is the market value of your account and your day's profit and loss. And again, if you want to reset it, you could definitely reset it just by clicking this button, and you could just reset it. So let's say, you know, you hold this, you know, position for, you know, 2 months or 1 month, or however long you want to hold it at, maybe a year, right? For this account, and you want to sell. Now is the time to sell. Click on sell, right? And let's say you made a lot of money, right? Right now I'm losing money, as you can tell. Let's say you're like, oh, I don't believe in Tesla anymore, or I just think that, you know, I had it long enough. I just want to sell out and cash out already. So, you know, type in your quantity amount. And by the way, you could change it to shares, percentage that you want to buy it, or the dollar amount that you want to buy a certain stock or share. And in this case, I'm just going to hit 2 for the sake of simplicity. So 2 limit order, and the limit price again, the buyers are willing to buy it at 780 cents, right? So if I were to go over here, leave it as is, it may or may not execute. Let's say I just want to, okay, let's just try that. Because the buyers are willing to buy at 780 cents. It may or may not execute, but for the sake of it, let's just hit sell 2. Let's see if that actually executes. Let's see. It actually did. And you can tell by looking at these numbers, these 2 numbers at the top. You'll see. So right now, we just sold 2 shares of Tesla at $701.45. So you can look at this, extended hour yes, and all that got, you know, filled. If I hit position right over here, there's no position, there's no data over here. And again, at the end of the day, it seems like I made a little bit of money on the side, just a quick day trade if you like. And by the way, you could day trade as much as you want on this account. At the end of the day, it's just a paper account. There's no risk to you whatsoever. And that's pretty much it for what I have to show you. Hope you guys could, you know, go in and play on this chart and fix up, customize your own chart to your liking. Paper trading is, you know, a great way to start. And if you have any questions, you know, just feel free to let me know in the comments section. And if you need me to make a more in-depth video of something, I'll be happy to do so. If a lot of people, you know, need help on something, that's pretty much it for today. That's all I have to show you. And I do apologize for making, you know, a video that's, you know, absolutely longer than usual. That doesn't even require it. That doesn't even need it. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and maybe consider subscribing for more tutorials like this and more update on stocks related, or just, you know, making money in general. And I'll catch you all later.